Welcome to the Deerborne Disc Golf Course in beautiful Elkford, BC. My name is Kevin King and I'm the course designer. I wanted to make this video to show you guys how I play the course and maybe give you a couple of tips along the way. In the video, when you see a red circle, that means that you can see the pin from the tee pad. If it's a dotted circle, it means it's a blind shot. Hole 1 is a straightforward hole just to get you going. 219 feet straight at the pin, which you can see off the tee. I usually grab a straight mid-range to get me there. Hole 2 is a slight hyzer, nothing too crazy. You throw a straight disc out there and let the disc finish at the end. That should get you pretty close to hole number 2. The basket's on a slight hill, which can affect a roll away a little bit. But yeah, just play it conservative and you should be able to get your birdie here too. Hole 3 is a blind hyzer hole. It's probably one of the tougher birdies on the course because the hole goes forward a little bit and then down to the left quite a bit. So if you throw something very stable on a sharp hyzer through that line, you should be okay. And hole 4 is one of the easier birdies on the course. It's a straight downhill putter dump. It finishes a little to the right, which could be tricky, but if you get it down there in the landing zone, you should be okay for a short putt. Now hole 5 is our first par 4 of the course. There is a tree that's marked just off the tee. It's a Mando left, so keep left of there. If you can also get your drive to clear the log that bisects the hole, it should land in this nice valley. This will give you a nice clean look at an upshot, give you a chance for 3. So the important one on this hole is to keep your drive clean and you'll have a good hole. Now hole 6 is another hyzer shot. If you can clear those first 100 feet, then the hole drops off down to the left a little bit. So I like to throw a fairway driver, just throw it out flat there, let it do its work. Daredevil Mammoth is one I like. Firebird will do the trick for you too. So do that and you'll have an easy look at it too. So after hole 6, you can cross the road to go play hole 7. So there's a couple of different ways to get there. You can cross over through the 4 basket or you can just take a sharp left and go up over this berm. Head south for a little bit, about 100 yards or so, and you'll find a little path marked off. We've put some flagging tape up, and that's to let people know that that's where hole 7 is. So you go down a little bit, hang a left, and at the top of the berm you'll see the tee pad for hole 7. Now hole 7 is another big hyzer shot. You can now see the pin through the trees. There used to be a bush in the way, but we've cleared that out so you can see the basket now. You want to grab something very stable to get around all that. Now, hole 8 is a straight shot right at the basket. This shot here tails off a little bit left. If you can keep it straighter than that, you're looking at a great shot for birdie. Hole 9 is one of the tougher birdies on the course. It's also one of the longer holes. It does play downhill, but if you can get your shot to ride that ATV trail, it's a good clearing there and then have it dive back in towards the basket. That's how you want to play that one. Hole 10 is a relatively short, just 200 feet, par 3. There's a big gully that bisects the hole, so make sure you don't clip a tree or come up short because throwing from that gully can be problems. This is one of those must-have birdies on the course. Hole 11 can be tricky. There's a lot of OB there out on the left. There's a path that runs the length of the hole, so make sure you keep it to the right. If you want to play out to the right, kind of a hyzer shot, it does get a little hairy. It's kind of pinball-y. But yeah, if you can get it to bend up and over the out of bounds and come back in, you're looking at a good shot at 2. Now hole 12, similar to hole 11, is a forehand friendly left to right shot. This one dives down to the right, and it isn't too long. This is another one of those easy birdies. There is a spike hyzer line off the tee that I used to use, but now I'm trying my forehand out to the left. And hole 13, this one is straight up, kind of similar to hole 2, straight up the gut, and it finishes just a little bit to the left. So grab something straight, stable, and let the disc do the work for you. Hole 14 can be tricky because there's about a 6-foot hill just right in front of you. So if you go too high, it'll stall out and finish left. If you go too low, well, naturally you'll hit that hill. So just barely clear the hill with a lot of speed, and it should get you about the right distance to get a birdie up. Hole 15 is just a big hyzer shot. There is also a forehand line if that's your preference. Forehand line's a little tighter. Short little hole. This is another one of those give me birdies that you're going to want if you're going to put together a good round. So hole 15 wraps up the back half, those 9. So you're going to want to hike back up this little berm, head back towards where hole 6 was, and about 2/3 of the way there, you'll find the entrance there on the left to get to hole 16. So it could be a little tricky to find. Just look for the really worn out path leading up the hill, and that'll get you to the tee box at 16. 16 is straight uphill. It's a short hole, 200 feet, but it plays a lot longer with the nature of the elevation. So grab something straight, go at it. This is another ace run. 17 is another forehand friendly hole. It looks like you're just throwing into jail, but there is a defined line there as you get halfway down the fairway. Aim at that big pine tree right in the center and let the disc do the work. That'll get you your birdie. Now hole 18 is our second par 4 of this course. This shot here, if you're watching it, it does trail off a little further left than you want. If you can get it to go straighter, that's better because it gives you a nice clean look at your upshot. Give you a tap in 3, give you a birdie, give you a smile on your face. But then again, you just finished a round in Elkford, BC, so of course you've got a smile on your face. So thanks for watching the video. If you have played the course, I'd love it if you could go to discgolfcoursereview.com, and if you don't have an account, just quickly create one and then write a review of the course. Let us know what you thought, what you do to improve it, and yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching the video, and hopefully I'll see you on the course here in Elkford.